So now, while I have the openings over here, I'm going to start creating the basic window frames based on these provisions, based on the elevations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create um, rectangles um, and offset them to create the window frames over here. So that will be, let's just say I'm going to start with this over here. And let's see, I'm going to type dupe edge over here. So dupe edge, duplicate edge is what it means. So I'm going to left click over here, this here, and this here, and hit enter. Now I extracted the outer edge of this polysurface. I'm going to type join to make this a closed curve. So for the window frame, I'm going to use this curve to create a window frame. So I'm going to assume the window frame is 2 inches by 6 inches. So I just offset it. I'm going to do this again. Select this curve, type offset, click on the distance 2 for 2 inches, and offset the line inwards. Now select this both of the curve, type extrude curve, and type 6 inches, 6 to extrude. Now you have this 2 by 6 window frame all the way around. So I'm going to select the middle point over here at the bottom and set that into the wall. And let's just say that is the window frame that we have for this project. And I think that window frame 2 by 6 could be just a universal. Now that there is, I'm looking at the drawings and there is a sort of like a metal piece over here. So I'm going to create that as well. So kind of this, kind of that. Isolate, going to front. All right. And I'm gonna check project and click on draw a line over here, straight line, and I'm going to make a copy of this. So I'm gonna press Alt and left click this and type -2, enter, and then there's this line over here. So I'm going to create rectangle over here and select that curve, go into perspective. So I have this rectangle curve over here. I'm going to extrude this curve again by 6 inches. And then I'm going to move this over here. Let's just move it here, and I'm gonna move this to that point. And then I'm going to so I'm gonna create the new. I should be creating a new layer for the window frame. So I'm gonna create window frame. Okay. Change the color to orange-ish, and select those window frame object. Right click, change object layers. So right there. I'm also going to create rectangle in this shape. To do that, I'm gonna uncheck project, type rectangle again, and this time I'm going to left click where it says 3 point. This will allow us to create the rectangle with 3 different points. Straightforward. So first point is over here, second point is over here, and third point is over here. Now I'm gonna select this curve, extrude this curve, so extrude curve, and I'm just going to extrude this at the window thickness changes, and there are multiple layers of them. But again, in this case, we're just going to have 0.5 inches grazing, which is actually really thick for window grazing, but that's okay. So we're gonna do that and put that over here. So I'm gonna create another layer for the window grazing. Sorry, window typo grazing. Change the color to something over here. Hit OK. Change object layers, and I'm going to duplicate this object by pressing Alt, and I'm going to move this to over here, scale 1D from this point to that point. Over here. So that should do the trick. So I'm gonna keep making those windows and sliding doors for the all the other openings. And again, I'm probably just going to skip this because it's going to be a just same step repeating. And I think once you have one window frame and window created, I think you can just kind of duplicate them over here and rotate them. And you could just fit these windows into those shapes so that you can sort of work faster, so to speak. I'm gonna lock exterior walls, and when you press Control Shift and then do the selection tool, but start from the left side to the right side, you can select all the kind of like surfaces together, and then you can move them like this. So I'm gonna move that over here, and I'm gonna type move to get this over here. I'm gonna do the same things for the top portion of this window frame, which is kind of hidden inside of the exterior wall right now. But I'm pressing the Control Shift and holding the Control Shift together, and then sort of selecting everything together to bring this down. Move vertical, go up over here. Okay. While you're working on this, and if you're using the sort of selection tool, using the Control Shift and left to right selection tool, sometimes this happens when you have kind of like an overlapped element. It's really hard to select. I just want to select this portions of it, but it's super hard to do sometimes. What you can do over here is you can just select the object that you don't want to select, type lock, and then you won't be able to select these geometries anymore. Then I can just kind of select that. Oh, it's really easy. And then once you are kind of done with that, just say I just wanted to kind of do this over here and move this up over here. Over here to here. I just have to type unlock. Sorry, one more time. Unlock. So over here, and then you'll be able to select the object again. So I have all the windows modeled over here. These are doors, and this is a garage door. So what I'm gonna do for this garage door is pretty much the same process. Duplicate the edge of um, these frames over here. Enter. Join them, and I'm going to move this back to kind of like back surface of this lower floor exterior walls, and I'm going to extrude curve. I'm just gonna say about 2 inches. Let's just say, and I'm just gonna put that on garage door layer over here. For the doors, similar process. Looking at the elevation over here, so this is a door over here. It looks like this is a door with glazing panels on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type rectangle. Left click on where it says 3 point, and I'm gonna uncheck the project and select those points to create a rectangle over here. Again, rectangle, 3 point, and I'm going to offset this curve by distance of 5 inches, and I'm gonna offset that towards the inside, and I'm gonna select both curves, this one and then also this one. I'm gonna type extrude curve. Door thickness, I'm just gonna say 1.5 inches. That's a really thin door, but that's okay. And then I'm going to move this to kind of in the middle of the wall over here, like I did before, same as the window frame over here. And I'm going to just create the glazing by duplicating the edge of the door frame over here. Join them. Extrude curve, 0.5 inches. Make this to I'm just gonna put it on the window glazing layer. I'm just gonna move this using the middle points, center points over here. I'm going to just copy this by pressing Alt, and I'm gonna switch off this layer, and I'm going to bring this to the middle. Similar process. I'm gonna lock this, but I'm going to lock these objects, and I'm gonna bring those guys in. Move to over here. This door is shoulder. Okay. I'm going to lock this object as well. Shift Control, left to right selection tools. Up here, move this vertical over here. Okay. So now unlock. And now I have sort of all the windows and things opens, and that's what I would like to see. The next one that I have to model is the patios and staircase over here. So I'm gonna do that using this elevation. I'm gonna draw the outline of this staircase leading side, and then I'm going to create the surface out of it. So this is called rating. Let's just say I'm gonna change the colors to greenish, bluish, and I'm gonna go into front, and I'm gonna make sure that I have project checked, and type in polyline, actually just line, and take this line over here, and take this line over here, and I'm also going to take that from the end of the point to this point, and I'm going to draw this point to that point. Because this is kind of behind, if this is hard to see, I can always move this and look through the front. Now I can see these curves that I was drawing earlier. So I'm gonna keep drawing them. It's important that sort of the angle of this line is same as the angle of this line over here too. So I'm going to just copy this curve over here, and that should do that trick. I should be drawing in the dating layer. So I'm gonna just move all this into this layer over here, change object layers. I'm gonna duplicate this here as well. It's important that this bottom line that I just created lines up with the bottom of the facade. So I'm going to bring that back to just make sure that they are matching, and I'm going to hide this so that I can see where that is. So it's important this line matches up with this line over here. And I'm going to hide that again. Okay, so I'm just going to trim these lines. So over here, I'm gonna use flat command. Make sure that I'm making sure that radius is 0, so that I get when I do this, I get sharp corners over here. Okay, so now I'm going to select all these lines, type join. Okay. And I'm going to I'm going to bring back the floor plan, this over here. And so in the floor plan, this over here is a thickness of the rating over here. So I would like to know what that is. So I'm going to go into floor plan, check distance. That would be probably 3 inches. Makes sense. So I'm going to hide this. So hide that too. So I'm going to extrude this curve by 3 inches over here. So that becomes the rating. And then I am going to bring this in the top to align with the rating from the top view. So over here, move over here. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to duplicate this. So I'm going to move this to the other side of the rating over here, and that looks good. I'm going to duplicate the edge over here, and I'm going to extrude curve, and I'm going to bring back the exterior walls, and I'm going to extrude this to over here. Now, once I have this surface, I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to hide this surface just a minute. So this is going to be, this lighting is going to be stopped over here. So what I will do is I'm going to select this surface, extrude surface, 3 inches over here. And I'm going to duplicate this geometry, going to the top floor and line that up. And I'm going to Boolean difference between this and this. So then that you will just have this object. But I actually wanted to keep that that geometry that was kind of extending from here. So what I'm going to do is Boolean difference, subtract from, enter. Where it says delete input, I'm just going to say no. And then select that, and that will leave this geometry intact over here. So I'm going to delete this over here. I'm gonna do scale 1D from this point on to that here, and that should give us the geometries that we are looking for. If I look at the, so I'm going to show selected, show selected, this over here. So this dashed line over here, if you remember, this dashed line here indicates the finished floor inside. This dashed line over here indicates the top surface of the balcony. So this surface over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to hide this, and I'm gonna create rectangle from this point to that point, rectangle from that point to that point, and I'm going to extrude this from in front view, extrude curve until this dash line over here. So that will create the base floor. And then if I bring back the show selected, this floor plan, there are steps that goes here. So to create the steps over here for the staircase, what we would have to do is we just have to count the number of the steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps, and create steps that way. I'm gonna turn off the drawings at the moment. So I'm gonna go into the top floor, top view, and make sure if the project is on, type line over here and create the line from this side to that side. I'm gonna choose this line and type divide, divide over here, and I need 8 divisions. So I'm gonna type 8 over here, enter. So that should give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 divisions. So I'm gonna create the using the rectangle. I'm gonna create the steps based on this divisions, and I'm just going to take this. And let's just say I'm going to this extrude, and this step, I'm going to say the thickness of this step is 1.5 inches. And I'm going to go to the top and copy paste them. Okay. So now I'm gonna move this up to so that it's at the same level as this. Okay, so once you have these steps made, and I'm going to select this, isolate, so that'll be a little bit easier for us to see. And I'm gonna go into the front over here. So these are the steps, and this is the deck. What we want to do is we want to draw a line, and I'm gonna make sure the project is on. We need to draw a line from the top of the deck to line over here, from here, shift from this point to that point. So this this is the length between the top of this deck to the bottom of the railing over here. So I'm going to divide this by we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to divide this length as well by 8. And I'm going to choose these steps over here. And I'm gonna go into the front, move them one by one, and I'm gonna click the bottom corner of this first step and bring it down to this point. I'm gonna deselect this step by pressing Ctrl and left click, and then I'm gonna continue moving the rest of the steps. Over here, over here, over here, and here. So now all these steps where it should be, and I'm gonna bring everything back. So now that we have the first I'm gonna hide this for the plan as well, but we have the first deck and steps over here. So I'm gonna do the same things for this side of the deck. Show selected elevations. So I'm gonna do that for this one as well. Also, this one is ramp, not the steps, so it'll be easier to create. But I'm gonna follow the same step and create. Okay, so now I have the lamp on the other side, so that's great. And I'm going to create the staircase. There's a staircase inside over here, so I'm gonna create that as well. So going to top, what I'm going to do is check the project and draw a rectangle from this point to that point, and select this curve over here. I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm gonna extrude the curve, this here, and switch off the drawings. I'm going to Boolean difference between the floor slab of the upper floor to this over here. So now there is an opening, and using the similar steps from before, I am going to create the steps over here. So it looks like there is about it looks like there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ish. 11-ish, yep. I just want to make sure there is no hidden steps, so to speak, that you can't see in the floor plan. But it does falls on the closer to where the first steps at the lower floor is. So I think we can just assume there are 7 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sorry, 11 steps. So we are going to do the similar steps, which involves duplicate the edge over here and divide this by divide this curve by 11, and I'm going to create the rectangle from this point to that point, and extrude this curve and at the thickness of 1.5 inches, and I'm going to just copy paste this over here so that I have 11 steps to manage over here. Now I'm going to just select all of this, and then this floor I'm going to isolate, and I'm gonna do show selected over here, and bring the lower floor plan as well. So what we have to do is draw a line over here, left click on the vertical, and start from this point to on this surface. So we have this one vertical line over here, and then I'm going to divide this by 12 this time, and I'm gonna select all of these steps over here, go to the front view, and I'm gonna start moving them one by one. This time I'm just gonna use the top surface. Make sure the project is on. Make sure this is step by step moving forward. Okay. Okay, so now you have the steps to go up, and that could be okay. I'm gonna hide this plate, but since this is just a kind of regular stairs, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna close that gap between this here. So I'm gonna duplicate this, rotate that in vertically, move this to here to there, scale 1D from here to there, and that should be good enough for our staircase over here. Let's see. Yep. I think other things that we have to make sure that it's working in this case is I'm gonna bring back the interior walls of those over here. Yep. So sometimes the interior wall might not line up with the upper floors, and this is, I think, super common things that happens. So you could adjust them, the stairs, and I'm gonna put this on the new layer for the stairs. Yeah, in this case, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and move some of these walls to line up with the this open from the top floor. So let's see, move this, push it. It's okay. So I'm gonna lock this and move this to over here. Oops, over here on this side. So that looks probably okay. Yep. Unlock the object. Okay. Yeah, so that should be decent. Oh, one thing I noticed is the step is supposed to be going down from here. So I just have to flip the steps over here. So I'm just going to grab this over here, press shift, and that should do the trick. Yep. Okay. All right. Anything else that I'm missing? I guess I'm missing the leading, so to speak. Yeah, I'm gonna create the leadings here for this. So instead of kind of creating this over here, I'm gonna create this rectangle for let's just say 3 inches over here, and I'm gonna bring this up to vertical here, and I'm just gonna extrude this curve to let's just say 32 inches for the leading height. And I'm going to change this to interior wall. Yep. Alright, that should do that trick. Sort of. Scale 1D from this to that, to probably to the bottom of D. Stairs. Sorry, this is hard to see. I probably should isolate these elements and then do this, so it's easier for everyone to see. I'm just adjusting the height of this wall, so instead of this being on the upper floor, I just wanted to continue from the lower floor to upper floor. And then that should do the trick over here. The other things that that I noticed is because the roof is sloping, all the interior wall should be sort of touching at the bottom of the roof. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna select all these interior partitions, go to front, and I'm gonna go first raise this interior walls so that the bottom of the interior walls are starting from the top of the finished floor on the upper floor plans. So over here, it was earlier inside, but now it's on top of this floor over here. And I'm going to scale 1D all the walls from this point to that point and sort of beyond. And I'm going to just Boolean difference this using the roof. So select everything and use the roof to come off. So now the interior walls follow the same slope as the exterior walls. So I think that's probably just about what we need in terms of the modeling. And we're gonna get into little bit of functions and sort of things like the kitchen fixtures. We're just going to get into that basics of them. So now I'm going to create a ground plane. And for most of the time, this will be just creating a surface. So I'm going to type in plane over here, enter. And I'm just kind of do this. And I don't need that anymore. And I'm going to move this vertically, so vertical over here, and kind of snap onto this bottom of the garage door over here. So this is a garage door where the car goes. I'm gonna make another layer for ground, and I'm just going to change that layer for that, and I just make it slightly lower. But this house is sort of like side of the house is ground is higher. That's why the stair is sort of kind of looks like it's up in the air over here as well. So what I'm going to do, and you can actually see that in a elevation over here. This elevation, you can see sort of kind of ground is kind of going down like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create that as well. So isolate, bring back the ground. Nope. And then probably bring back the show selected and bring back the ground exterior walls. And I'm going to go into the front right view, and I'm gonna draw a line over here following sort of this ground planes over here. I'm just gonna kind of extend it like this, and I'm gonna do the same things over here to kind of this way. And because I didn't have the project, the points are kind of in different planes. So I'm gonna do set PT, and I'm gonna set that to X, because X is this way over here, and that's the direction that I want to flatten. And I'm going to just kind of bring that up here, and then so this side of the house is lower, the ground is lower, so the car can get into the garage. But this side of the house is actually higher, the ground is higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm just connect these two lines with that over here. And so I'm going to take these lines, extrude curve to this way. And I'm going to join these three curves, and again extrude curve this way. So now if I bring the ground back, we should be able to see sort of ground plane that this house is sitting on. And now of course we need to sort of close that gap here. So I'm going to draw a line here and then another line over here to there. And I'm going to select these two curves and extrude the curve to this here. So that kind of looks like these surfaces are all together. I'm gonna join all the surfaces together, put it on the ground layer, and I'm gonna type show to bring everything back in, and then you should be able to see sort of how this house is treated, or how this house is grounded, and that's pretty okay. Looks like this slope over here. Also, I just noticed there's something funny over there. I just have to fix that. Anyways, so now we are ready to make the first image, isometric view.